I've said on the channel before, I did a lot of work in Muslim countries. And I had a good friend of mine who had been a Muslim. He was born into that society and he converted. And the reason he did is because he happened to find a New Testament that was translated into his language. And because he lived in one, it wasn't Arabic. He had heard Arabic his whole life, but he didn't know what it meant. And he read that Jesus rose again from the dead and the claims of Jesus and became a Christian for that simple reason. The second thing that he says and points out, and this is something we point out on the channel as well, is that Islam came with a sword. I love the way he puts this. Islam came with a sword and Jesus came with a towel. What does that say about the nature of God, about the nature of what's most important in life? And it is just a fact of history that Islam spread very quickly in the ancient world because they marshaled armies and went and invaded many places that were predominantly Christian. And that's true to this day. And then the third thing is this whole thing, this is nearly 600 years after Jesus was on the earth. 600 years, that's a really, really long time, especially put it on the scale of like how long America's been around. Think about that level of time. And Muhammad just kind of comes up and says, Jesus never claimed certain things, which I actually think is very intriguing because they do have a high view of Jesus, but where did that come from and why? So they're believing the New Testament on one hand, but on the other hand, they extract out away the things that he did say in regards to his divinity and others said about his divinity, like Paul and Peter and John and the others. And we've talked about that as well. As a matter of fact, if you're interested in digging into that whole thing, the real question of it, we did a video where Alex O'Connor made the challenge that Jesus never claimed to be God. You can look at the answer on there, and it's really helpful to kind of see how that came about, and it's good at answering Islam as well. Hope all of that helps. See you next time.